Let's go crypto investing where you like, subscribe, and share. For a one-of-a-kind, company-made, computer software trading probability-based trading alert, technical analysis, and company philosophy, as I'm your most trusted source for blockchain technology and cryptocurrency breaking news and coin updates here on YouTube and in the cryptocurrency sphere, as that's right, old Vincenzo has brought back truth and and integrity back into the trading market, right? And you can see we've been, even as the dollar has been consolidating, as we talked about yesterday, you can see we're down to 101.995, and we're on support now that up here we thought we would trade back down to, right? After we got below the 200-day, this was the next logical spot to get support, just like it did back here. That's why we wrote support in the dollar. But as this was coming down, we thought it could give crypto some room to run up. And the stock market, and the stock market has ran up a little bit, but crypto has not run up yet. Crypto has been still going down. It went down 3.5% yesterday when the overall equity markets were up. So still a lot of weakness in crypto, and they're the last ones that seem to want to come back to play at the party. But if we break below this blue fib circle, even though I still believe this is just a bullish consolidation, you would come back down into here, the 99 maybe to 99.5 area where there's some buyers at, right? So we're going to watch to see what goes on with the stock market as we're dipped below the 200-day in the 4-hour time frame, and we back tested it and got rejected, and that's bearish. So that could be something to note as a change in the stock market, is that the dollar continues to go down. But we'll pay attention to that because that could leave room for the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones and the S&P and some of these beat down stocks to have relief rallies, which the Nasdaq was, just like the Dow Jones yesterday. But then the Nasdaq last night, when the market closed, had a pretty big sell-off, right? It lost all of its gains for the day. And after hours, you can see the market closed yesterday up, and then it fell off a cliff, and then now it's been trading sideways, which is kind of strange. After a nice strong day, it would just roll over like that. But you can see every time the stock market's been pumping a little bit, there's been big dumps coming in, right? So we're gonna have to see if this $1,170 can hold, or if we're coming back to 1,104.88 for a double bottom, and then maybe something can happen. But as we translate what we know there back into crypto, you can see Bitcoin yesterday had that huge fall off at the end of the day, right? Right, or about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock Central Time yesterday, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock Eastern Time, right as the market closed, right about an hour before. It had a big fall. And every time you can see when we were talking over the weekend, exactly what we thought would happen here. The whole weekend after this Bart Simpson formation down here, remember this was Friday. And then Friday night after the market closed, we started doing this. And we were talking the whole weekend with the updates that we could come all the way up to here to this blue ring or this orange ring, but it was going to get rejected. And then it fell off a cliff, right? Just like right here. Oops, right here. Come on. Like back here, let's get that out of there. You can see sold off, sold off, sold off, sold off, sold off. But if you look at these, they're all harsh sell off, harsh sell off, harsh sell off, harsh sell off, very harsh sell off back there. And then when they come up, they squiggly and have to scratch and claw their way up and harsh sell off, squiggly up, harsh sell off, squiggly up, harsh sell off. See how it just wiggles its way up, not big pushes or anything. One big push, squiggly up, harsh sell off, right? So you got more selling pressure faster, and it's harder for it to go on the way up. And right now you're at a critical 29,083. And if you break that, you're going to start trading back down here towards that double bottom, right? Even down to that wick bottom, all the way down there at 25,433. But your first supply zone to break through would be right about here at 27,662. So that's your critical areas right now. If you can hold this area where you're at now, like you did here, here, and here, then right there, you could try to pump and do what you've been doing, where you've been coming down to lower support and you pump. You come up a resistance and you sell, right? So we're going to watch out for that because if you slip this and can't hold it, you're going to quickly fall down to the next underneath level and then quickly fall down to the next underneath level. And each level down is a significant drop right now. That's 5% down, almost 6% down from there. So we're going to watch for these to see if you can't hold this level or if you fall. That's your critical level this morning. We look at some algo, same thing. You're trading down and you're getting close to the bottom part of the orange support zone again, even though it's green in here, it's supposed to be orange. And if you can't hold that, you're going to come down for a local bottom. If you breach this 39 cents, you're going to come down here for a local bottom, just like multiple other coins are trading near right now, sort of like what the NASDAQ looks like. See that the NASDAQ and the cryptos are correlated almost exclusively. You can see the cryptos are like a leverage play on the NASDAQ. So you can see that local bottom is 35 cents. If you're trying to get bullish, you have to get above this 200-day moving average. You see it failed at doing it up there. It failed at doing it right there. But that's what you got to get above the 45 cents to get bullish. XRP is the same thing. We're still snaking in this odd consolidation, but we can get rid of these because the consolidation that we're in is the same as what you just looked at with algo. Those have been running almost exclusively together. You can see you got the bottom part of the orange support zone, last line of defense, aka get my shit together, to the shit house that's just below it at 28 cents. You got your double bottom at 33.7, and you got your major support at 36. Those are your two areas on the downside targets. You could try to see if any buyers are there, because if you break those, you're going to the top part of the shithouse at 28 cents. And then the overhead resistance is the top part of the last line of defense at 46 cents. But first, you have to get on top of that 200-day in the hour time frame. But you've been getting rejected, 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 right? So you got to continue to watch out for that because if you slip, you're going to come down here real quick. And then that's where you would have to have a big buyers in the supply zone and then hope you could catapult up in all the coins. And if you could do something like that, it would look something like that in the pattern and a nice double bottom for a big rally. That if that was a double bottom and you held it, that would probably confirm you having a nice rally at least up to 47 cents and possibly all the way up to 61 cents in a bear market rally, right? Or you're going to slip that and you're going to continue the next leg down to 28 cents. And from current price, that is a 30% fall. So we're going to keep you up to date. We're going to watch the dollar, the stock market, the Fed, and correlate it all together in a basket, equally weighted to make it super simple and easy for you to trade this manipulated market by the criminal gangsters, cartel, and that are out there to try to fleece, heist, and shyst the retail trader, the banksters and criminal gangsters and banksters that have infiltrated the Federal Reserve, the United States government, and world banking systems in order to manipulate the stock market, the gold and silver bullion market, the oil market, the commodity, the cryptos, right? And we're out here, and I'm here to help you diagnose, sniff out, and detect the patterns to overt and subvert the criminal gangsters and banksters that have infiltrated the United States government, Federal Reserve, and world monetary and fiscal policies that drive this nation, right? Peace and love, peace and love.